What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? See if anybody's gonna come in. I know I look like a bag of shit. Don't judge me. Hello. Good morning, Crystal Life Rose. I'm just taking my shoes and socks off. Get my feet in the ground. Mel G. Chumishchaka. Chumishchaka. Ah, it's better. Feet in the ground. Hey, Haley. Rowan Alba. Do you know that there's a Queen Alba of the Dragons? Belinda, Neo. Good morning, darling. Billy. Toot. Is that Taryn? Annie. Thank you for the eggs, Annie. You're behind my house. So am I. Are you in the field, Annie? You in the field behind me? Give us a wave. Oh God, guys, I'm so spotty. Steph, Rennie, Charmaine. Oh, that's a really nice name. Charmaine. First time popping in. Well, welcome. Okay, so energies today are dense as... The energies today are very dense. Do you feel it? Good morning, Sue. Very dense energies today. Very sleepy, very heavy, very trudging. It's going to be a day of trudging. Thick energies, huge density today, guys. Huge density. Good morning, Beverly. Oh, the gym, I think that is. I'm like, what is the gum? Oh, Neil's excited today, yesterday and today. Very good, very good. So, I wanted to have a quick chat about, what kind of happened yesterday. So there was quite a big event that a lot of people got excited about yesterday. There were certain applications went. Rachel Knox, good morning, I love you, I've been thinking about you. In a nice way, Rachel, not like a creepy way. There was a lot of excitement when certain things went down. Hi, Jennifer, Canada. And when I tuned in, I was like, what is this? I didn't feel it was... I didn't feel, unfortunately, that it was what people maybe thought it was. And again, I just want to talk a little bit about presence this morning. And I'm not saying there aren't things happening in the background. There absolutely are. Is what happened yesterday significant? It absolutely is. It's hugely significant. But are we going to see it in the third dimensional reality right now? Probably not. And I don't want people to be disappointed because they've got their hopes up about something and then, like January last year, we can't afford to get deflated at this time. We can't afford to get our hopes up and then go back into depression. Okay, so are there things happening behind the scenes? Absolutely. Are things being cleared up? Absolutely. Okay. Is it the big massive blackout that I think everybody is hoping and expecting? I don't think so. And what I want to talk about is an organic timeline. Okay, so let's just all have let's just all have a think about this, right? Because, of course, we want the truth to come out. Of course we do. That's what we're here for. We're here to change the world, right? Every single person watching this. But let's think about it. What would happen if today everybody's expectations happened like that? Have we actually thought about that? Have we actually thought about what happens if that happens? What is the knock-on effect? Somebody's cutting the hedge. You still hear me? Shut up. Feel that worked? This is what would happen. There would be chaos and a lot of noise, and people, the majority of people, aren't prepared for it. So if we think about what would happen if all of a sudden this blackout came, everything came to light, all of a sudden, what happens in the world, people? What happens if that happens? Because I see a lot more destruction and confusion and a lot more fear and people going crazy is what I see if this all comes out the way some people expect it to. So what I'm seeing from where I am, and and I want to be on this organic timeline, okay? I want to be on this timeline where we have the less casualties possible, because we're all one. Whether you're awake, hi Yvette, hi Sarah, whether you're awake or whether you're asleep, whether you do this, whether you don't do this, whether whatever, right? Wherever anybody is, we want the least amount of casualties in this whole equation, because we need to rebuild no matter what. So I want to be on this organic timeline where I know things are changing in the background, okay? I know, I can feel it, okay? I know things are being cleared up, but there is this show being portrayed to keep this organic timeline so that we have the least amount of casualties. That's the timeline I want to be on, okay? Is as smooth a transition as possible. Now, I know it feels like it's been a long time, guys, okay? But the smoother the transition is going to take time. It's not, good morning, Flanny. It's not gonna happen. It might, I don't know, who knows? But I want to be on the timeline where we have the least amount of casualties as possible. Zal, I'm not in a place of judgment for anybody. Everybody is where they are. I'm not going to call people stupid for their decisions. They're doing the best that they can. And you're maybe not going to like what I'm saying, but I don't think everybody's doing the best they can in this situation. Okay, I don't care where they are. We've got to understand that so many people are programmed. They're not aware of their choice. They're non-player characters. They're not aware that they're in a matrix. They're not where we are. They don't understand what we understand. And every day I'm so grateful that I do understand what I understand, and I'm not there, because I was there 10 years ago. So for me to lay judgment on them is wrong, because I was there. I was that person. And I need to be in my center and in my presence and holding space for these people. Okay, I know it's hard. I know everybody is going through what they're going through. Okay, I know it's difficult. What I will say, and the main reason I wanted to come on this morning, is what I do feel like in a 3D in a 3D aspect is that I feel that was a little bit of a heads up. Okay, so if people have a business that is solely run on Facebook, it's maybe time to get an emailing list and to get a website set up. Okay, if you're in contact with people and you only have contact with them with regards to social media, it's maybe time to exchange numbers, to exchange email addresses. Okay, let's not be dependent on social media. I feel the universe was giving us this big heads up as to let's stop being, because you can't be a divine sovereign being if you rely on a platform. If your only contact with people is via one platform and that goes, what do you do? Okay, so I do think we're being given a big heads up right now that if you have any kind of dependency on any platform, okay, it's time to think about a sovereign way of doing things where you're not reliant on it. Because leaving Facebook was the best thing I ever did. Ever did. Okay? And to start with, my all my business was on Facebook. That's why I was there. And I always said if I can get away from Facebook, I will. And I made the decision and I just did it because I trust that the universe provides for me. And it did. And I'm very grateful for that. Okay? But the main message I wanted to come on with this morning is if you only have contact with people via a certain, what's the word, platform, okay? If you don't have email addresses, if you don't have phone numbers, if you don't know how to get in touch with people out with that, it's maybe time to arrange that, okay? If you are reliant on any of these platforms for anything, it's time to think about what you can do to become more sovereign, to not be reliant on these platforms. That was the information I got when I tuned in to what was, what was going on yesterday, because I tune into all the different kind of levels and the multidimensionality of it. And yes, there are things happening, but within our third dimensional reality that we are still in this human existence, okay, the universe is giving everybody a little bit of a heads up. Okay. So if you do, one thing today or over the next couple of days is make sure you have contacts for the people. A lot of memories are gone. Absolutely. Listen, Facebook has a facility where you can go in and you can download all your photos and all your memories onto a PC, or you might want to do that. Right? I let all my memories go. Anything that I need to remember, I have. That's kind of how they keep you there as well, And as I was trying to delete it, they brought up a baby picture of my son, and I'm like, no, you're not doing that to me. Delete, delete, delete. So, this path that we are on is about complete sovereignty, not depending on anything, anyone, any platform, anything external to ourselves. Okay, so if you have made really soul connections through any kind of social media and you don't have email addresses or numbers or whatever, I'm going to strongly suggest that you reach out today and you start swapping that, okay? And you have your network that isn't solely relied on social media, okay? Now you can join my mailing list if you want. In the description in the about bit, I think up at the top along, there's a link to my link tree, and then my link tree has my mailing list and everything that you could need in there, just in case. Okay, so uh yes, brand new. And that's what I felt, Jennifer. You know, when I removed myself from Facebook, I've maybe had two people contact me, and I had hundreds of friends in there. And I've had two people contact me that are supposed to still be in my life, you know, out with the people that I talk to all the time. So to me, it was a letting go of my old reality and stepping into my new one. It was very refreshing. 55 likes. I've seen 555, which is a really good, lots of fives today, which are good. That's my higher self number. Uh, no one can take memories away. Absolutely. And I still print pictures out, believe it or not. Lessons. We can't force anybody to do anything, realising everybody is their own half and we need to honour that period and stay in our own lane and be at peace. Absolutely, it is a job. And that is, good morning, little Lauren. You know, that's where we are. I understand that people are angry. I understand that when people are waking up and they're realising, you know, that everything is a lie. I realise that people are angry with, you know, the government and the systems and the blah. I get it. I've been there. I've walked through that, you know. I've come out the other side. I understand it. I'm not judging anybody for that. But I need to be in a place now of this divine neutrality where I can just see it all play out for what it is, you know. And it's taken a lot of work to get to this point. You know, it takes work on yourself. It takes having to analyze everything that you see and that you feel and your thoughts, your words. Good morning, Rachel Johnson. So, see, you see, Sarah, that's exactly it. You know, a lot of people are just caught up on in their own stuff. You know, the likes of Instagram and Facebook are people putting out a false reality the majority of the time. You know, hi Nicole. You know, it's a false reality that most people are putting out there. Look at how great my life is. You know, look at how great this is. Look at how great that is. It isn't really a true reflection of anything, if you know, if we're honest. So if we take anything from what happened yesterday, is let's not get our hopes up about things. Let's trust an organic timeline where we have the least amount of casualties. Okay, let's not try to get too excited about things so that we don't get disappointed at the other end. Okay, hi Emma. If you have just got contacts on your social media, okay, you may be going to want to find other ways of having contact with people, okay? Emails, phone numbers. If your business is solely reliant on you know, social media, you may be going to want to think there are plenty of, you know, I did my own website. I didn't know anything about it, you know, on Shopify. There are very cost effective ways of doing things to stand in your own divine sovereignty, not just energetically, but with your business. Listen, a fifth dimensional business isn't going to be reliant on a third dimensional construct. You know, let's think about it that way. Yeah. Forteventura. Hello, Forteventura. I don't think I've been there. Have I been to Fort? I don't think. It sounds familiar though. Mara Moonflower, what a beautiful name. Lessons. My 2-year daughter makes fun of her and her social media. She goes around saying, I crave the validation of Twitter, perish chilling Twitter. How true. So many people. Rennie, hello. Mercury is retrograde as well right now. Yes, it is. Um, yeah. Sorry, I can't. It keeps disappearing. We're only ready to step into it when Facebook. Are we standing in our light every day or only ready when Facebook crashes? Absolutely. So, we get all these I don't want to say warnings, but we get these heads up. We get this heads up from the universe. And whenever anything comes in, I'm always like, ooh, what is that trying to tell me? What do I have to learn from that? Because everything around us is something that we can learn from, something that we can grow from. So that's what I just wanted to pop in. I had to get my feet in the soil today. So much to do. It's so hard to move in this energy. So I just wanted to quickly pop in and just give you all a little bit of a heads up, okay? Phone numbers and email addresses, okay? There are other ways to be connected out with the social media platforms that exist at the moment. You can sign up to my mailing list. If anything was to happen, I can still keep in touch with you all. Tub time, it's not that it's cold, it's just that I'm still not over this ascension flu. So I'm going to wait until my energy has fully regained and my body is back to being fighting fit before I get back in the tub again. Oh, Pauline, 3:30 in the USA. I'm really bad with it. What does IA mean? Also, guys, you might want to just make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit the bell notification, because YouTube is also unsubscribing people and people aren't getting notifications and stuff as well. So yeah, listen, we've got this. All is well with the world. Let's just use our ah Iowa. Iowa, Iowa, Iowa. Oh, thank you, Charmaine. Smooth transition versus chaos. Absolutely. You know, we've had enough chaos. How bad do we really want it to get? Let's just try for this smooth transition. Okay, I know it might take a little bit longer, but you're the strongest of the strong. You can do this. We can all do this. We're coming together. Let's be on this organic, highest timeline of all. Okay, the highest timeline of all for the best outcome for everyone. We're one, okay? We're unified in this. Please remember, for anybody watching this that is still at a judgment stage, the person that you're judging or the situation that you're judging is just you. We're all one. So that's why there's a mirror effect there, because whatever that is you're putting out, you're also getting back. So let's just try to be more aware of that as we step through this month. I'm not going to sugarcoat things that aren't to be sugar-coated, but I do feel a very heavy month ahead. Okay, October is heavy month, and I know we've had heavy months, but so let's just be smart about this month and be aware and be heart-centered and not get pulled off by false flags or false distractions that are then going to leave us in disappointment. Let's stay present, be aware that all that matters is right now. Get proper contacts for people that you have connections with, phone numbers, email addresses. Remember, like the old days when we knew where people lived, where we could pick up the phone and actually phone landlines, and you know let's get back to that kind of communication. Okay, Zal, I know Zal said I'd just be happy if this COVID nonsense all fell away. I know where I am with that, Zal, is that we needed a change in the world, and we didn't know that it would be labelled the big C. We didn't know that I joke saying that we didn't know Armageddon would be called COVID, right? Something had to happen, that was going to affect the whole world. So if we can fall into a place of gratitude for what's happening in the world, because it's bringing about the changes that we need, that humanity needs, that Gaia needs, try your best to trust and flow. And on days where you are struggling, ground your energy, clear your energy, protect your energy, get out in nature. If you don't know how to do this, join my 21-day awakening workshop. If you can't, genuinely can't afford the exchange, you can get it for free. Okay, this isn't about money for me. This is about helping everybody. It's helped hundreds of people. Okay, controlling your own energy, especially in times like this when it's heavy and it's dense and there's a lot going on, there's a lot of noise. It's important to know how to unplug and just control your own energy. Okay, so all that is in the about section on this channel. All right, so yes, new earth, free earth, absolutely, Jessica, that's what it's all about, you know, and that's where we're heading. Okay, Charmaine, it's not on my website because the wonderful Mark Atwood helped me out with it, so it's a link via Mark Atwood, but it is in the information on the about section. Go to the channel and you'll see there's a bar and it says like videos, community. The very last one has a link tree. It also has a link to the 21 days and stuff in there. Okay, the 21 days also has a Telegram group. But I'm also going to be we're going to be doing monthly Zoom meetups as well, just to keep everybody going. Okay. They still sell landline phones, of course they do. Okay. Listen, we're doing this. Please be aware of what you're projecting. If something hasn't happened yet, good morning, Mandy. If something hasn't happened yet, please don't feed it any energy because that's how it's created, okay? Be aware of what you're giving your energy to. If you're feeling very negative and you're seeing lots of negative things around about you, it's time to start bringing in positive and to change that, okay? Because you have the power to do that. If you're dependent on social media for anything, it's time to cut that dependence. All right? Get proper contacts from the contacts that you've made, email addresses, phone numbers. If you have a business that is reliant on a platform, get yourself a web page, get yourself an email and address sorted, okay? I use Shopify and it was very easy to set up. You can have an email and address on that, but there are other, I'm sure there are other easy options out there as well, okay? Time to take control back. Sovereignty is all. It's all. It's about everything, okay? Have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm out here with my bare feet. Look. I suppose you want to... Ooh. It's getting a bit cold, so I'm going to wrap my feet back up again. There's a little nice view. Listen to the birds. Okay. You guys have got this. Thank you for being here. Okay. We already won. Gonna leave it on that note. I love you.